Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is the collective reading for Taurus for the month of August. Now, as it is a collective reading, it will not resonate for everybody. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate for you, then please check your other placements. You may find a message within one of those. Now, just before we get into the reading, I would like to apologise for the quality of sound on my last reading. I've got some new equipment, a new camera and microphone, and I unfortunately didn't realise that the microphone wasn't on, so all the sound was going through the camera. And obviously I keep moving the camera different places to try and get a better angle. So yeah, it was not the best with sound, and I do apologise about that. It sounded absolutely fine on my phone, which was weird. It was quiet but quite bassy. But then when I played it back on my laptop after I got a few complaints, it was not the best sound quality. So I just want to apologise to everybody for that. Going forward, you should have better sound quality from myself, especially now I know how to check that it's turned on properly. I blame the instructions. It says plug and play, but it clearly wasn't. Anyway, let's get into your reading. So, Spirit, can we get some cards for Taurus for the month of August, please? Can we get some cards for Taurus for August, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so for your overall, at the bottom of the deck, we have got the wheel. So delays are over, sudden or unexpected, good luck, a new car or travel. So potentially coming into the month, you've just gone through a bit of a cycle. You are now you're experiencing potentially some good karma. You've learnt some lessons that you need to have learnt, and you are ready to move forward and carry on with a lot of good fortune. It could again potentially suggest that you are traveling somewhere. Maybe, like I say, maybe this card says a new car. So yeah, maybe you're traveling somewhere in a new car that you may have just bought, but with some money that you may have just won, because this is a lot of good fortune. It's a very prosperous card when it's in the upright. It is a whole upright deck. So say that. It could also indicate that you may have a lesson still to be learnt, and that you haven't quite, if you are feeling like you haven't quite got out of that bad karma yet, it's just because you haven't finished learning a lesson that you need to learn. So once you've learnt that lesson, your wheel should turn upright, and then you'll be back on, experiencing the good fortune and the good karma. It's only when you haven't learnt some lesson that you feel like everything's against you, and you're just feeling like everything's bad luck. Okay, so it's just, you just need to do a little bit of inner healing, if that is what you're currently experiencing. So to start the month off, we get this Queen of Winter. So let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. The Queen of Winter is also the Queen of Swords in a traditional tarot. So you could be feeling very guarded. This could be a person in your energy that you are dealing with that could be a very guarded individual. You want nothing but the truth. You don't want people to come towards you with anything but the truth. You're not taking any rubbish from anyone. You're standing up for yourself. You are, on point. You're kind of saying, no, I don't want any crap today, thank you. Please go away. It could very well be that you have somebody like that in your life, and they are standing strong and being very self-sufficient, and they are telling you, no thank you, I don't want any crap, please go away. It's more likely to be your energy. Let's get some clarification on that, please, Spirit. Okay, so we have a King of Wands that came out in the verse. So possibly you may have been in something or are in something with somebody that's a little bit controlling, possibly a little bit abusive, not particularly loyal either. So you could be going through a number of things with a particular person. We also have the Lovers card in the reverse, which is suggesting that there is some disharmony in a relationship. Potentially a relationship may have ended. You could be out of balance. There's been a bit of infidelity potentially. And you just feel like this relationship could be a potential bad choice. Might not be a relationship. It could very well just be a partner of some sort. Maybe it's a work colleague. Maybe this King of Wands is somebody that takes all the credit for all the work that you do. And yeah, you just feel like you've got no loyalty. You know, it's time to go away. We do have the Nine of Wands as well, which is suggesting that you have decided that you've given up the fight. You've got no fight left. You're ready to release it. You're ready to let go, which is very much what this Queen of Winter is doing. She's starting to stand up for herself and saying, no more. I don't want any of this. Move along. You know, it's time for you to go away. I'm going to cut you out because you're not serving my peace. And that's very much what this wheel could very well be. We've even got release underneath the wheel. So letting go of that past. So very much you're ready to cut somebody out. Somebody that is potentially taking advantage of you in some way. And you're literally ready to say enough is enough at the start of the month. You may even be saying enough's enough and actually releasing somebody at the start of the month, or at least releasing a situation that you may be in with somebody. Maybe it's something where if it is somebody you work with, you might go to your boss and say, I can't work with them anymore. You may change jobs. Like I say, it could be a relationship, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, and you're just kind of saying enough's enough. I'm done. We're cutting ties, kind of thing. Now, the winter is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, and then you've got Gemini in the Lovers. So you've got quite a few different Zodiac signs out already. I've got a feeling when we go through a few more, you're probably going to end up with all of them out. We've already got the Queen of Summer, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you're only missing, 3? Pentacles. So yeah, if we get Pentacles out, you've got every Zodiac sign going on here. So yeah, let's see how we're going. So your Queen of Summer then is your challenge card. So your challenge is listening to your heart, using your intuition, so intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others, probably a little bit too much. Now that could have something to do with what's going on here. People may be taking advantage of your nurturing, caring energy. Again, that could be a work situation, but it could also be a partner or a friend or a family member. And it could very well be that you need to stop being such a giver as such. They need to stand on their own 2 feet, or they need to at least give something back as well. You could be running the risk of, emptying your cup out if you've got nothing but takers in your energy. It is telling you that you may need to listen to your heart. Sometimes the Queen of Wands energy can be a little bit closed off and cold, so that could potentially be why you need to listen to your heart as well. You might need to open it up. We have got a Death card that's come out to clarify, and we've got a Temperance card as well. So it's definitely an end of a cycle. You might find that at the end a little bit challenging, but it's the letting go. You need to do some letting go. We've got an 8 of Wands as well. But yeah, so once you've let go, even though it might be a bit of a challenge to let people go, you're going to find a lot of balance and some meaning, and you're going to find harmony within yourself. It is very much something where you need to do some swift action. You need to make the choice as quickly as possible. It might not be that you need to make the choice as quickly as possible, but you may find that once you've made that choice, things are going to start moving forward really quickly for you. So once you've managed to cut off whatever this bad situation is at the start of the month, you'll find that you've got some quick forward movement, your wheel will turn up right. You'll be having that transition with the death card. You'll be releasing things and you'll start finding some inner balance. But it is going to be a bit of a challenge to do that. It very well may feel like things are going to be moving forward too quickly for you. It could very well be that, you know, you might be letting go of someone or something, but other people might be holding on. So if it's a work situation, for instance, where you want to exit or, you know, not have to work with a particular person, you still might have a notice period that you've got to work through. You might have to finish a project with a person. If it's a relationship, you might have things that you've got to sort out. You know, if you're not living together, you know, when you separate, who moves out, what do you keep, that all that kind of thing. So you might find that it might be a little bit of a delay trying to get out of whatever it is that you need to get out of. But once you have got out of it, you are going to find some balance and some peace. And like I say, things are going to move forward pretty quickly for you, which you might not be used to, or you might not want. You might want things to slow down, but they are going to move quite quickly. Now, when you've managed to navigate all of that, we've got the Two of Autumn. So bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. So that is also the Two of Pentacles. Should have said your death card there is Scorpio, and we've also got Sagittarius. So again, you're just missing a court card for the Pentacles, and then you've got all of them out. But yeah, so this Two of Autumn then is telling me that you are going to start to rebalance things. You might have a few things that you juggle in towards the end of the month when you've navigated all these challenges. That could possibly be why you're feeling like things are moving too quick, because it feels like you're juggling everything. But you'll actually do really good at it. You'll do really well. And you might find that you actually move into if it's job related, you might find that you move into a new position where you've got a bit more responsibility potentially. And that could be why you have an exceptional talent for multitasking. It could very well be that you might struggle a little bit to start with at finding the right balance for you. But it is something where you are going to find that balance. You will be able to do it. Let's get some clarifying cards, please. Two more cards, please, Spirit. Okay. So we've got an Ace of Pentacles that you're going to find a little bit of a challenge. So again, starting something new, potentially some sort of new career. It's the start of stability. It's going to be a little bit challenging to start with, potentially because it might be more responsibility. You might have more responsibilities at work. Again, it could be something where it's going to be a bit harder and you need to juggle it. It could also have something to do with this Queen of Wands energy. So the Queen of Wands energy is telling me that you may be lacking a bit of self-confidence. So maybe you might have a bit of imposter syndrome going on when you move into this new whatever it is. I mean, it could very well be a relationship. It could be a start of something that you look as being a stable long-term relationship, but you might be feeling a little bit shy and a little bit self-conscious with regards to that. We also have an Emperor that's coming out, so it could be that you might have somebody in your energy that is a bit cold and a little bit controlling, and I've got a feeling that it may have something to do with this King of Wands over here, because it's very similar energy when they're in the reverse, being quite cold, controlling, abusive potentially. So yeah, you could still have this person in your energy being a little bit negative around you as well. That could be why you might feel like things are juggling, or why it could be challenging to have this new beginning, because you've got this person sitting in your energy. Now, he's an Aries card as well, so it could potentially be that it could be an Aries that's doing this in your energy. Might not be. Like I say, you've got every zodiac out here other than Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So yeah, you've got all of them on there except for any of the earth energies from the major arcana, so and from the court card. So yeah, it's looks as though it's going to be a bit of a challenge for you to release whatever you need to release, and to move forwards. This Emperor doesn't look like he's going to be very happy at the end of it at all. So whoever this Emperor is representing, it could even be a father figure, but they're not happy. They're not a good father figure. If they are a father figure, they might not be a good boss. If it's a workplace thing, that could be why you might feeling a little bit intimidated. You could be self-conscious because of this particular person. And it could very well be that you might be finding this new start very challenging because of them. But just remember, you've got this new start coming. You need to make the best opportunity out of it as you can. If you've learnt your lessons, you'll have a good lot of fortune. That's what that wheel card at the beginning was saying, that it's now your time to shine. It's your bit of fortune you're going to have. It's time for good luck. So, yeah. To me, it's a good card. So don't let somebody overbearing drag you down. I don't think they are going to have the opportunity. I just think it's somebody that's not going to be very happy and try and control the situation. So it could be something like, if you move in jobs, for instance, a very grumpy manager might tell you can't leave until a certain notice period is ended, and it's an extended notice period. If it's a transfer within the company, they may demand you to stick around for a bit longer. If it's an ex-partner, they might be very much in your business, trying to dictate what you do still, and trying to have a bit of control over you. But you can cut them out. You don't have to let them in. You can very much just block them. It might be hard if you've got children and you're having to share custody, but there are ways of limiting contact if you need to. Right, let's get you a Spirit of the Animal Oracle to see if there's any more messages Spirit wants to give, and we'll get you an Angel of Abundance card afterwards. Okay, can we get a Spirit of the Animal? Oh, you've already given me one. So we've got White Stag Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Okay, let's get you an abundance. Okay, so you get two. So, partnership and moonlighting. Okay, so partnership then. Allow healthful, and yes, it does say healthful. It should be helpful, I think. But yeah, it says allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties will benefit as a result. You're receiving help from the heaven and from the person who brings needed skills and resources. And then moonlighting, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and hopefully support you. So that could be why you find there's a bit of a delay as well, because you might start doing something part-time until you're bedded into it. You might feel like it's going to be a bit of a delay getting into what you need to, but it will happen eventually. So it could very well be that timeline of a month might be a little bit longer than a month for some of you, depending on what it is that it's all representing in your particular circumstances. Right, well, I hope that has helped some of you. If you did like the reading today, please give us a thumbs up and like and subscribe. It will help push the reading out to other people that may need to hear it. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. And good luck for August.